What if the sun suddenly disappeared in the middle of the day? The world would fall silent, birds would stop singing, and stars would shine at noon. This mysterious event is called a solar eclipse. For thousands of years, people explained it through powerful stories, of dragons swallowing the sun, demons chasing the moon, and gods showing their anger. Some saw it as danger, others as miracle. In today's summary of In the Shadow of the Moon by Anthony Aveni, we'll journey through myths, science, and the timeless wonder of eclipses. Welcome to Audiosaar, where we bring you stories, books, and wisdom in the form of engaging audiobook summaries. Now, let's begin the story of how humans, from ancient times to today, have lived under the mystery of eclipses. Myths of the disappearing sun. For ancient people, the sun was life itself. So when it vanished, even for a few minutes, it felt like the world was ending. Without modern science, they explained it through stories. China, the dragon in the sky. In ancient China, people believed a giant dragon was eating the sun. As the sky darkened, everyone came out beating drums, banging pots, and making loud noises to scare the dragon away. And when the light returned, they believed they had succeeded. Dragon here means not just a monster, but a symbol of power and chaos. Norse myth, wolves of the sky. In the icy lands of the Vikings, two giant wolves, Skoll and Hati, were chasing the sun and the moon. When one caught them, the world darkened. For the Norse, this was a sign of Ragnarok, the end of the world. Ragnarok means the doom of the gods, the final destruction of the universe in Norse mythology. Inca civilization, wrath of the sun god. In the Andes Mountains of South America, the Inca worshipped Inti, the sun god. When an eclipse happened, they thought Inti was angry with them. Priests rushed to temples, sacrifices were made, and prayers filled the air to calm the god's anger. Sacrifice here means offering something valuable, like food, animals, or gifts, to please a god. India, the demon Rahu. In Indian mythology, the demon Rahu once drank the nectar of immortality. But Vishnu, the preserver, cut off his head. His head lived on, roaming the skies. Whenever Rahu saw the sun or moon, he swallowed them, causing an eclipse. But since he had no body, the sun and moon slipped out again. Even today in India, many people fast or bathe in rivers during eclipses, believing they must protect themselves from Rahu's shadow. From fear to knowledge. While myths explained fear, some people searched for patterns. Babylonians studied the skies carefully and found that eclipses repeated every 18 years. This was called the Saros cycle. Cycle means something repeating in a fixed pattern. Greek philosophers like Thales predicted eclipses, and Aristotle explained the round shadow of Earth seen on the moon. Philosopher means a thinker who asks questions about life, nature, and the universe. Step by step, people moved from fear to understanding. The experience of the shadow. Aveni beautifully describes what it feels like to stand under an eclipse. The temperature drops. The wind changes. Birds stop singing. Shadows become sharp and strange. And then, suddenly, the sun vanishes. A ring of fire, the corona, glows around the dark moon. Corona means the outer atmosphere of the sun, which looks like a halo of light. People gasp, cry, cheer, or fall silent. Even scientists have admitted that the moment feels deeply spiritual. Astronauts in space saw the moon's shadow racing across Earth faster than a jet plane. It is a moment that makes us feel small, yet connected to something infinite. Eclipses in history and power. Eclipses didn't just amaze people, they changed history. In 585 BCE, an eclipse stopped a war between two armies, who believed the gods wanted peace. Columbus, during his voyages, used his knowledge of an eclipse to scare native people into obeying him. In Mesopotamia, kings feared eclipses so much they placed a fake king on the throne during an eclipse, so that fate would fall on him instead. Mesopotamia means the ancient land between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, today's Iraq and Syria. The shadow of the moon held real power. Rituals around the world. In India, people chant mantras, fast, and bathe during eclipses. Among the Maya, eclipse symbols were carved into stone, linking them with rulers' destinies. Destiny means the future believed to be fixed or guided by fate. In Native American tribes, eclipses symbolized imbalance in nature, so rituals were performed to restore harmony. Even today, people travel thousands of miles to watch eclipses, modern rituals of wonder and unity. The science of shadows. Eclipses happen because the sun and moon look almost the same size from Earth. Even though the sun is huge, it is far away, the moon is small, but closer, so they match perfectly in the sky. But the moon's orbit is tilted, so only rarely does it pass directly between Earth and sun. That's why eclipses are rare and special. Orbit means the path one object takes while moving around another, like the moon around Earth. The moon's shadow races across Earth at more than 1,500 miles per hour, faster than sound. And yet, for those few minutes, time feels frozen. The modern pilgrimage. Today, millions chase eclipses. Entire towns prepare for the visitors. Scientists set up telescopes. Photographers wait for the perfect shot. But when the sun disappears, most people simply look up in silence. Because no photo, no video, no explanation captures the feeling. For some, it is science. For others, it is spirituality. For all, it is unforgettable. Conclusion: the eternal shadow. Anthony Aveni reminds us that eclipses are not just science or story, they are both. From dragons to Rahu, from Babylonian cycles to NASA calculations, from priests to eclipse chasers, one truth remains: when the sun disappears, humanity pauses. The eclipse humbles kings, inspires poets, terrifies armies, and unites strangers in awe. It connects us with ancestors who watched the same shadow thousands of years ago. To stand under an eclipse is to stand in eternity, caught between darkness and light. You just listened to the summary of In the Shadow of the Moon by Anthony Aveni, brought to you by Audiosaar. If you enjoyed this journey into myths and mysteries, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Your support helps us bring more powerful stories to life. Until next time, keep listening, keep learning, and keep looking at the skies.